What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games. In today's video, I'm going to be showcasing two incredible solo builds to destroy 7-star Kommo-o raid for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. We're going to be showcasing a build that you can get in the base game and then a build from Pokemon Home. And of course, guys, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and support my work by becoming a channel member. I really appreciate it, and let's dive in. So this Kommo-o event is live right now and is coming back next week, July 18th to July 20th. And it's going to have the moves Close Combat, Dragon Claw, Iron Head, and Boom Burst. And so Iron Head is there to defeat fairies, but we're actually not too afraid of that. Ghosts are going to be immune to both fighting and normal here, which is going to be really nice. And it will start to raid off with Clangorous Soul, which gives an Omni boost, and it will use Clanging Scales twice in the raid at 80% and 55% HP remaining. Now, this raid boss has a crap ton of HP at times 60, so we're not going to be able to beat it in one hit, but that's okay. You can do this all by yourself relatively easily. Of course, this raid will be dropping Herb and Mystica. You have a 15% chance of getting at least one herb. I've gotten plenty of herb from this, so you can use these herbs in shiny hunting, and these solo builds will allow you to actually farm the raid and be very successful. Now, we have our two raid builds, and our number one raid build, if you do have access to Magearna, this is going to be the absolute single best Pokemon that will beat this raid. It is absolutely phenomenal, amazing, and it's super easy to run. We're going to go Tera Fairy at the item Metronome, and max HP, max special attack with a modest nature is what I was running. You could run yours with max special attack with max defense if you're more afraid of taking close combats. And you have the ability Soul Heart, which whenever your raid allies faint, you get +1 special attack. So you're going to get free special attack boost, and all you're going to do is have a PP max, get 16 Draining Kisses, and then spam Draining Kiss the entire raid for the most part. Relatively easy. If you know you're about to die, what you're going to do is you're going to set up a defense cheer on the turn you're about to die on, and that defense cheer become permanent. Then you come back, hit that Tera Fairy, Draining Kiss all the way, and then you should win the raid relatively easily. Your other moves really don't matter. I did not really use any of these moves. You could put the signature move Flora Cannon on here if you want to nuke, but I don't think it's necessary to do it. Now, if you don't have Magearna, another really easy build that I thought was super chill was Tera Ghost Annihilape. Annihilape does it again with the Shell Bell, and I was running max HP, max attack, Adamant Nature. Your ability doesn't really matter here, and essentially this build is super easy. You're just going to be spamming Rage Fist, and whenever you get hit, Rage Fist does more and more damage, and you're going to have Focus Energy up. As long as you don't die, Focus Energy will stay up, and it will have a 50% chance of critting. Crit Tera Ghost Rage Fist does a lot of damage. You'll get a lot of HP back. And it's a super easy build to run, and we'll be running a demonstration of both of these. So we're going to be soloing with the Magearna first, and Magearna is, like I said, the absolute best Pokemon to win this raid with. And we didn't get any really good raid allies, no Intimidators, but you don't need Intimidators for Magearna, which is really nice about this Pokemon in general. So what we're going to do is, one, he's going to Omni Boost. He's going to get +1 on all his stats. It does make him hurt a little bit. But he's going to actually use a lot of close combat against us, which is going to work to our favor because he's going to drop his defense and special defensive body. He will be outspeeding us for this raid, though, because of that +1 speed. So we're going to go for Draining Kiss immediately. And we're going to hit by a lot of close combats. And that's fine with me. There's a lot. Going to drop his special defense by 1. And this is going to do a good amount. Stab super effective. You know, get some HP back. And we could probably take another one pretty decently. Because now we're going to have Defense Cheer up. Remember, Defense Cheer goes up by the raid allies. He also got burned, which is really funny too. But the burn is now gone. So we're going to go for another Draining Kiss. We're going to go for another Close Combat. Now we're going to get less HP back. Because, you know, the shields are up. Of course, if you are max defense, as I recommended, mine's max HP. But if you're max defense, you will be taking these hits a little bit better than I am. So, but you don't need the most optimal build to do it. All right, so we're getting some Soul Hearts up here, which is pretty nice. So I'm in an interesting range where I actually might die. I think I'm going to die here. So if you think you're going to die, you should use your Defense Cheer. You should use your Defense Cheer if you think you're going to die. It doesn't change too much about the raid if you do it on the next turn or this turn. But if you do it on the turn you die, which I will recommend, like that range right there, you do it on the turn you die. That Defense Cheer is now permanent for the rest of the raid, even if he wipes stats. So that is very important to have. So now we can come back And yes, we're gonna lose some timer there, but it's like fake time, you know what I mean? It's not like real time in the log. It was more like you died punishment. So we're gonna get the Soul Heart boost again. So we need one more Draining Kiss to go off. And he's gonna hit us. So this is gonna be a +1. +1 hit into his -1. -1 special defense. So we got a decent amount of HP back here. Decent amount. Just enough to survive a second one. Yeah, so we're in a good range. So we got another Soul Heart boost. We're at +2 now. He's going to remove stat changes abilities on our side of the field. A little bit annoying. I will be going for the Tera Fairy Draining Kiss. Yeah, this turn we're not going to have Soul Heart, and we don't have our plus special attack right now. A little bit annoying, but that's okay. That is a-okay, because now we're going to do a lot of damage, because we have the Metronome item. Remember, every time we use Draining Kiss in a row, we do more damage. And we are in a good HP range to survive a close combat. Or taking that really great. Really good overall. And he keeps dropping his special defense for us. So even, you know, we're fine. We're fine. So good chunks are coming through now. Good chunks. Yeah, all this HP back. And now we're getting full HP back from Draining Kiss. So for the rest of the raid, we're going to spam Draining Kiss. Now he is going to switch over to Iron Head now. And he definitely can flinch. Flinch is absolutely a problem. There's no doubt about that. Unfortunate for me is my raid allies are really bulky. I got a really bulky team, and they're not fainting as quickly as I would like them to. The faster they faint, the more Soul Hearts I get, the more my special attack goes up, and the more damage I can do. So a little bit of bad RNG of raid partners, not in the sense of no intimidate, no healing, but more in the sense that, unfortunately, my dudes are too bulky. But we are getting a couple Soul Heart boosts here, which is very nice. I think we're like at +4 right now. We're going to do a lot of damage. We're going to do a lot. We just, yeah, shredded. Like, absolutely shredded. Like, that's... Like I said, you don't need to intimidate Pokemon for this because you just do an insane amount of damage. And yeah, you take one death. But that death is worth it to make everything a little bit safer. And we're immune to this once again. So the Iron Head does a good amount of damage. And because of the clanging scales, we actually get to go ahead of him this time around. And he's pretty much dead. I mean, he's dead. It's over. Like, if I had raid allies who were doing damage, then we just win right here. Yeah, he's dead. He's dead. So yeah, Magearna's free. It's absolute free. This isn't even the fastest clear. This was the fastest clear I had with the best footage. But you can definitely get the clear faster for sure. But yeah, it's super easy. Draining Kiss the entire time. Just on the turn, you think you're going to die, use Defense Cheer. And hey, oh my god, I'm going to move my camera. 4 bitter and 1 salty. Incredible. Magearna makes it rain. So there you go, Magearna. But let's move on to our next solo build. All right, so we're going to be doing this clear of Annihilape for those who don't have access to Magearna. I do have 1 Intimidator, which is definitely useful. It's not necessary. You can definitely get the clear without an Intimidator. So what we're going to do here is with Annihilape, we are going to try to Rage Fist spam our way to victory. But so he goes for Clangorous Soul, which means he's going to get +1 to everything for the rest of the raid for the most part. Which, a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. So we're going to go for Rage Fist to start the raid. The good news is we have an Intimidator, so he's only at 0 right now for his attack. And he can't hit us with Boom Burst because we're a Ghost type, and we're going to be a Ghost type the entire time. He also can't hit us with Close Combat because we're a Ghost type as well. So this next turn, I'm also going to go for Rage Fist. And we will be, and the Defense Tier goes up at the end of turn 1. So turn 2, we get the effects of Defense Tier. So now we have even more bulk right now because of that Defense Tier. All right. So we take that hit very well. And I'm just gonna go for a 3rd Rage Fist. We're just trying to buff, get our Tera charge. If we die, we die. It's not like the end of the world. And I sort of want to die in a way. it would actually make things a little bit easier. If you do die, you want to go for a defense cheer or a heal cheer. But I guess I'm just going to go for a focus energy on this turn. And we'll see. We you know, sometimes you just got to play it out. Because now we're going to set up our crit machine. And I'm going to Tera Ghost. And start hitting. Normally, if you don't have an Intimidator, you die there, and it's really nice because you use Defense Cheer, or you want to be more aggressive, Attack Cheer on the turn you die, and that's a permanent buff. But if you don't have an Intimidator, then you will have more survivability, which is also nice. That means your timer is not going to go down as quickly. So that's big damage. 50% chance of crit every single time we attack because of Focus Energy, and we get that HP back up. So we're going to wait for him to try to remove our buffs. He removed his debuffs. So we're going to attack him again. He's going to remove our buffs soon. And Focus Energy will stay up. However, we can start putting in some bulk ups to make it even safer. Now, we didn't get a crit there, so, you know, when we don't get crits, our damage is a little bit less, our HP is a little bit less. I mean, Scale's going to do a decent amount of damage, but that will drop his defense by 1, which is actually really nice, which means our next attack will just do more damage in general. A little bit low there, but that's fine. Like I said, I would have a defense cheer up, but we didn't actually end up dying. So we got another crit, which is very nice. Getting that HP up. Still waiting for him to remove our buffs. I would love to get a bulk up in here. All right, big crit, big crit. Also, he will use like close combat on your other allies too, and he will get debuffs from that too. All right, so now he removed our stat changes and buffs, which is actually perfectly fine. Because we're ahead in terms of HP, I'm going to go for a bulk up here to give us +1 attack, +1 defense, which is going to be really nice. We're just going to take these hits a little bit better now. And you can alternate between Rage Fist and bulk up for a little bit more optimization. He did crit me there, which is unfortunate. But I do have +1 attack at the very least, so we're going to do more damage in general here no matter what, and he's -1 defense. Hopefully we get a crit. That looks like a crit to me. That was not a crit. Oh, was that not a crit? That was not a crit. That's crazy. We just cooking. We just cooking. That was not a crit. That's just the power of evil. And yeah, he's yeah. I mean, it's pretty free at this point, and that was just like one bulk up weaved in there. And now that's a crit, because that broke through the shield and did all that extra damage behind it too. So he will remove our buffs one more time. He removed his negative stuff, but that's okay. I'm just gonna go for Rage Fist. I mean, you just hit Rage Fist and just keep on going and going and going. Getting no crit. That's okay. Very important you use a PP max on your Rage Fist. Make sure you have 16. Because, you know, you may get unlucky with crits. And of course, like, if you are running low, you could just, at this point in the raid, you could use a couple turns to use bulk up. And now he's just going for Boom Burst. This is hilarious. Oh, we got 5 left. But yeah, if you are running low, you can use a couple turns to just bulk up, and you're fine. Just make your attacks. I mean, I would say 2 bulk ups would be really nice. But there we go. Critical hit to win. So Annihilape is a super easy raid build. It took maybe about a minute longer to get this clear of Annihilape than Magearna. And you don't need Pokemon Home, and you can get this in the base game, and it's a super easy build in general. So Rage Fist, Focus Energy, bulk up is what you're going to want to have here. And Herba Mystica is very nice too. So there you have it. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And of course, check out my other videos on the channel and check out my YouTube streams. I stream Monday to Friday. And of course, you can support my work by becoming a channel member. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out and have a good one.